This one's one by Mercedes Lackey and the music by me. It's called Reflections. I was always told there were two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the glass behind reflecting bright. I feared to risk exposure and the mirror chose to be, to steadfastly reflect the brightest flame that I could see. My father's a little lady and my mother's joy and pride. My only future plans were set on being someone's bride. I would not take the chance myself to snatch at fleeting fame. I could reflect the glory of the man who shared his name. I was always told there were two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the glass behind reflecting bright. I feared to risk exposure and the mirror chose to be, to steadfastly reflect the brightest flame that I could see. I found what I was looking for, one all I feared to be, and he was pleased to see himself reflected faithfully. We were the perfect couple, but how painful was my fall, for when he vanished, I had no identity at all. I was always told there were two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the glass behind reflecting bright. I feared to risk exposure and the mirror chose to be, to steadfastly reflect the brightest flame that I could see. I tried to face my future, but a mirror has no face. I fled from hollowness within to emptiness of space, and once again reflected strength and pride I did not share, disguising with illusions all the truths I could not bear. I was always told there were two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the glass behind reflecting bright. I feared to risk exposure and the mirror chose to be, to steadfastly reflect the brightest flame that I could see. Then seeking once again for strength I tried but failed to reach. I sought to cling to one whose barriers I could not breach. And he was the wiser, and my game refused to play. He did us both a favor then by forcing me away. I was always told there were two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the glass behind reflecting bright. I feared to risk exposure and the mirror chose to be, to steadfastly reflect the brightest flame that I could see. No lie can last forever, and no lesson goes unlearned. I vowed I'd not repeat mistakes when we at last returned. Experience brings wisdom, and now I'm less a fool, and I can see the kindness in the acts I thought were cruel. I've earned my ranks and honors, and I've won new pride alone. I know that I no longer need a strength outside my own. The mirror has been shattered, and the face I wear is mine. I am the candle in the dark, now watch how bright I'll shine. This one's one where Debbie Sanders wrote the words. It's called The Pioneer, and it's a tribute to women astronauts. There's getting to be more and more of them out there. Raised in the vast heartland, she dreamed as a child of flying to places as yet undefiled. A look of great wonder would light up her face while watching the rockets that soared into space. Her friends would all mock They did not understand that she could hold time in the palm of her hand. Her loneliness drove her to strive and succeed, for love of adventure had planted its seed. Soar to the sky, no dream is too great if you only will try. How great were the longings she felt to explore. The fires of the cosmos had made her want more. She never could tell where such longings would start. The soul of a dreamer's a thing set apart. And sometimes in darkness she heard the sweet song of dreams that the wind came to hurry along. The bright yearning call of the geese in the sky gave her heart the strength and the courage to fly. Soar to the sky, no dream is too great if you only will try. And when she was called, she did not hesitate. She trusted her dreams and her visions to fate. With equal parts wonder and gladness and awe, she broke through the shackles of gravity's law. And so in a glory of thunder she rose, above the earth's majesty, way beyond those who doubted she ever could make it that far. She'd reached for a daydream and captured a star. Soar to the sky, no dream is too great if you only will try. To soar to the sky. This one's one called Hallows Eve. Again, Debra Sanders wrote the words. And it's just kind of a fun magic and fantasy song. Spirits fly across the moon, a spell of light I weave. Morning will be coming soon, hold fast on Hallows Eve. Hallows Eve is near at hand, cold autumn rules the day. A stranger in this hallowed land, I came from far away. My solitary path had brought me to a silent town, where curse of ancient evil wrought had called the darkness down. Spirits fly across the moon, a spell of light I weave. Morning will be coming soon, hold fast on Hallows Eve. The villagers did not trust me, their lives were ruled by fear. But then the goddess made them see the fate that brought me here. I listened to a tale of how an evil witch enslaved the spirits of the innocent, by me they would be saved. This bitter woman filled with hate had turned to sorcery. She sought the power to change her fate and set her passions free. She dwelt within a cavern dark, her trance filled earth's dark womb, and spider-like she spun the sleep that lured men to their tomb. Spirits fly across the moon, a spell of light I weave. Morning will be coming soon, hold fast on Hallows Eve. I walked the country round about, blessed rock and tree and hill, then called the mighty north wind out and trembled at its chill. From east and south and west I bade the tempest to take flight. The full moon that the goddess made did cleanse me in its light. Within the sacred circle I stood on the hill alone. I heard the cursed presence sigh throughout the caves of stone. The fates of many stood with me, a girl of 18 years. To best a foe I could not see, I had to fight my fears. Spirits fly across the moon, a spell of light I weave. Morning will be coming soon, hold fast on Hallows Eve. Across the land the four winds screamed, the lightning cut the sky, until the very mountains seemed to ride the clouds on high. We battled in the darkest hour, I faced that evil crone, and spoke the ancient words of power that turned her into stone. Spirits fly across the moon, a spell of light I weave. Morning will be coming soon, hold fast on Hallows Eve. Hallows Eve is near at hand, cold autumn rules the day. A stranger in this hallowed land, I came from far away. Spirits fly across the moon, a spell of light I weave. Morning will be coming soon, hold fast on Hallows Eve. This one's another fantasy one. It's called Armentil. Again, Debra Sanders did the words. And it pretty much tells its own story. Stories were told by early man, how long before the world began, the elves conjured with ancient skill the wondrous city Armentil. Atlantis was the shadow of the spell that magic city wove, and Shangri-La with eastern grace would pale beside that radiant place. With crystal spires and streets of gold, her adamantine walls enfold the timeless garden where was born the bright immortal unicorn. Down paths that shimmered in the sun, the joyous unicorn would run, and passing through the magic door, he'd leave the city to explore. And many a spellbound man or maid would glimpse him in some sleepy glade, and try to steal his mystery. But who can own eternity? His step was proud, his spirit free, his coat was purest ivory that shone quicksilver on the wind. He is the dream that cannot end. A unicorn King Arthur spied while hunting deer at Lammas tide, and trailing it beyond a rill, he came upon fair Armentil. He saw it rising from the mist, with gates of gleaming amethyst, and following his destiny, he glimpsed the sight few mortals see. The King of Elves rode forth at morn, bestride his dancing unicorn. Away behind them could be seen a rainbow where where the road had been. Behold this realm of endless light, whose gleaming bastions banish night. With joyous songs her turrets ring, said Timorel, the elven king. Princes and prophets call it home, great men from Bethlehem and Rome. Within these walls those heroes dwell, protected by an ancient spell. They wait while weary years drift past, attempting while the seasons last to search for those few special souls whose deeds our gifted bards extol. King Arthur, when the poets speak about your life and its mystique, the legend that you've built will be a symbol of your victory. And when your time of death is near, 3 queens will come to bear you here, and here you'll sleep until the day love's power drives all hate away. And when the elvish king had gone, the city vanished like the dawn. King Arthur wandered, lost in thought, as he returned to Camelot. And in the moonlight sometimes still are seen the spires of Armentil, aglow with shining magic from the ageless king of elvendom. One day bright Armentil will rise on golden clouds into the skies, a symbol for the days ahead, that joy and wonder are not dead. And those who aren't afraid to feel will see a world of dreams made real, an age of innocence reborn, the coming of the unicorn.
Now this one's got a nice loud chorus you can all sing along with. It's based on C.J. Cherry's Merovingian series. It's called Old Debt.
Your debt today, if titled Lord you be, for what is up must come right down as sure can be. Oh, where hey your debt today, just open up your eyes. Uptown is sinking lower and the river's on the rise. That's your part. Your ancestors were quite a crowd, we built a city grand, and Merovan they called her, and she rested on dry land. And when the river flooded her, the rich knew where to go. They built their houses high above and left us here below. So where hey your debt today, if titled Lord you be, for what is up must come right down as sure can be. Oh, where hey your debt today, just open up your eyes. Uptown is sinking lower and the river's on the rise. You uptown lords ignore us, but we've not forgotten you. We live on skips and pole-boats with our families as crew. It's our lowly decks that carry all the goods that you have made. So you may rule above us all, but we control the trade. So where hey your debt today, if titled Lord you be, for what is up must come right down as sure can be. Oh, where hey your debt today, just open up your eyes. Uptown is sinking lower and the river's on the rise. dark canals that run below, and smile at what is plain to see and therefore all to know. Each year the buildings settle more into the muck and mire, and when the buildings disappear, the city shall expire. And where, hey, oh, deck today, if titled Lord ye be, for what is up must come right down as shore can be. Oh, where, hey, oh, deck today, just open up your eyes. A town is sinking lower and the river's on the rise. So laugh ye high and mighty as you bask out in the sun, for one day you will know for sure just where the river runs. You hold your noses in the air, complacent, sleek and fat, but one day you'll be poling skips beside us river rats. So where, hey, oh, deck today, if titled Lord ye be, for what is up must come right down as shore can be. Oh, where, hey, oh, deck today, just open up your eyes. A town is sinking lower and the river's on the rise. Where, hey, oh, deck today, if titled Lord ye be, for what is up must come right down as shore can be. Oh, where, hey, oh, deck today, just open up your eyes. A town is sinking lower and the river's on the rise.
This one's based on an Anne McCaffrey novel called Killashandra. And again, it's another Debra Sanders one.
Precious crystal, touch my soul, shape my life and make it whole. Sing to me your timeless song and cherish me my whole life long. Killashandra, pay the price, never mind the sacrifice. Ballybran has claimed your soul and crystal is your keeper. Sing your crystal blue or green, notes resounding pure and clean. Heed you well, black crystal's song, which brings a prince's ransom. Precious crystal, touch my soul, shape my life and make it whole. Sing to me your timeless song and cherish me my whole life long. Search the land and stake your claim, losing self and soul and name. Out there on the crystal range, seeking for your fortune. Sometimes when the mock winds blow, far away your thoughts will go. But the crystal's in your blood, it calls you like a lover. Precious crystal, touch my soul, shape my life and make it whole. Sing to me your timeless song and cherish me my whole life long. Proud and lonely, wild and free, Killashandra, sing to me. Guide me to that special place where crystal dreams are waiting. There together we will sing, make the rugged mountains ring. In a crystal lifetime we may know the joys of giving. Precious crystal, touch my soul, shape my life and make it whole. Sing to me your timeless song and cherish me my whole life long. song and cherish me my whole life long, oh, life long. Idra was the princess, your elder sister she, with golden jewels aplenty she had sugar cakes for tea. She left them for a soldier's life, preferring to live free. She learned how best to win a war and formed a company. She called us all her Sunhawks and taught us how to fly. At soldiering we were the best that silver and gold could buy. We drink to Captain Idra, the leader of our band. We were proud to be her Sunhawks, every woman and every man. We fought for Captain Idra, 'twas for her each castle fell. We followed her to battle and we'd follow her to hell, until the day she had to choose between you for the throne. She sent us back to Hawk's Nest and flew onward all alone. We waited through the winter, but heard from her no more. We sent two of our best to find the captain we adored. They found your brother banished, they found you on the throne. And what you did to Idra, they found out on their own. So sit upon your golden throne, contented in your dream. You'll wake into the nightmare when you hear the Sunhawk scream. Then run where you will, Oathbreaker, you'll wish that you never were born. By priestess, mage, and common man, you're thrice declared forsworn. Dressed as merchant, priest, or beggar, we're coming now for you. And the one who guards your life is yet another Sunhawk too. We seek revenge for Captain Idra, the Sunhawks seek their prey. And justice is our byword and our swords spell Judgment Day. Justice is our byword and our swords spell Judgment Day. Well, this one's a little quieter. Called Crossing the River. We are crossing the river, lady, stay very near. If we call for your help, come at once when you hear. We are born of Earth, Mother, and the wind gives us breath. So protect us from danger and the sorrow of death. We are crossing the river, waters flow dark and deep. Thirsty souls kneel before this God of solace and sleep. He may bless you and cleanse your heart of pain, grief and blood. But beware of his anger and the deepening flood. We are crossing the river that sustains and destroys, flowing through every creature, bringing wisdom and joy. None may drink from the source of life and go forth unchanged by the magic within its song, so sweet and so strange. We are crossing the river, lady, stay very near. If we call for your help, come at once when you hear. We are born of Earth, Mother, and the wind gives us breath. So protect us from danger and the sorrow of death.
Well, this one's a song I wrote about death. It's a nice, happy song about death. Okay, well, so I get a little confused sometimes.
There's a ship that flies between the stars and travels far and wide. Each of us among the living has a ticket for a ride, but it's just a one-way passage with no luggage and no guide. And there's none can share that journey, headed for the other side. There's a passage for the rich man and another for the poor, one for Muslim, Jew or Christian and the pagan on the moor. There's a ticket for the ragman and the lady fair and fine, and there's one for kings and presidents and workers on the line. For the ship that flies between the stars and travels far and wide, each of us among the living has a ticket for a ride, but it's just a one-way passage with no luggage and no guide, and there's none can share that journey, headed for the other side. Though she travels across the galaxy, she's never far away, and you'll never see her coming on the brightest sunlit day. Though sometimes you'll think you've seen her from the corner of your eye, when in loneliness or sorrow you gaze up at starry sky. For that ship it flies between the stars and travels far and wide. Each of us among the living has a ticket for a ride, but it's just a one-way passage with no luggage and no guide, and there's none can share that journey, headed for the other side. There are those who say she's grim and grey with darkness in her hold, and some say she's fair and lovely and no wonder to behold. But there's none can say for certain what awaits us on that ship, for they come this way no more who board her for that final trip. On the ship that flies between the stars and travels far and wide, each of us among the living has a ticket for a ride, but it's just a one-way passage with no luggage and no guide, and there's none can share that journey, headed for the other side. Now some board her while they're infants, and some board her old and grey. There are those who greet her eagerly, while others run away. Many fear they won't be ready on the day she comes to call. Oh, she cares not if they're ready, she will take them one and all. She's the ship that flies between the stars and travels far and wide. Each of us among the living has a ticket for a ride, but it's just a one-way passage with no luggage and no guide, and there's none can share that journey, headed for the other side. Yes, it's just a one-way passage with no luggage and no guide, and someday you'll take that journey, headed for the other side.
Well, this one's another one about death of another sort, and is fairly new and revised, and I think it's through evolving.
I have lived an age or four with pain and loneliness and more, living only for the night, but now I'm loved by a child of light. So count the hours while the sun shines bright, smile, you're welcome to the night, embrace the blood-red flower with the thorn, and dream of dark wine and roses till the morn. You can join me if you dare to love a creature of the air, but I should warn you, if you do, the sunlight shall be lost to you. But count the hours while the sun shines bright, Smile, you're welcome to the night. Embrace the blood-red flower with a thought, and dream of dark wine and roses till the morn. Those who hear my wolves at bay cower in their beds till day, but if you'll overcome your fears, our love will last 1,000 years. So count the hours while the sun shines bright. Smile, you're welcome to the night. Embrace the blood-red flower with a thought, and dream of dark wine and roses till the morn. And if you'll return my love while the moon shines high above, with my blood I'll share my power in the dark of the midnight hour. Then we'll dream together while the sun shines bright. Smile, are welcome to the night. Embrace the blood-red flower with a thought, enjoying dark wine and roses till the morn. Dark wine and roses, dark wine and roses, dark wine and roses till the morn.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, this one's a nice change of pace now that you're not going to be able to sleep at night. We'll go to a lullaby, yeah.
Well, I never do sleep at night. I sleep during the day.
He's one of them.
Winter's winds are sleeping now, the sun is on the rise. Spring will come again somehow, make clear the cloudy skies. So my dear one, do not weep, I'll stay here by your side till the earth has shed her sleep. With you I shall abide. Love is like the winds of spring, which slumber for a time. In the heart its song will ring, till joy shall prove its rhyme. Smile, my dear one, never fear, the winter's nearly done. Know that I am always here, my love will bring the sun. When the world seems dark and cold, and living is a trial, love like sunlight, warm and cold, will change your tears to smiles. Sleep, my dear one, never fear, the winter's nearly done. Know that I am always here, my love will bring the sun. My love will bring the sun.
This one's one called Bold Warrior, and it's based on a whole series of novels about horse clans that ride around, and they've got telepathic horses, and This is from the horse's point of view.
Bold warrior, master of steel, your thoughts, every hope, every joy I can feel. Bound by oath and by law, we are one, and together we'll race with the sun, race with the sun. The ancient law that joined host, clans, and men came down from the gods on the voice of the wind. When two are pledged, none may tear them apart, for their union is born in the heart. My brother sought me when I was a foal, racing careless and free through the grass on the knoll. His eyes were as bright as a warm summer's day, and his laugh drove my shyness away, drove my shyness away. Bold warrior, master of steel, your thoughts, every hope, every joy I can feel. Bound by oath and by law, we are one, and together we'll race with the sun, race with the sun. We learned how to fight in fair weather and rain, learned of hardship and plenty, and love and great pain. Our kindred, they praised us and watched as we grew, taught to live by the wisdom they knew. And together we'll race with the warrior bands as they fight for the freedom the gods gave our clans. No man may take what the wind has bestowed, for our path leads where there are no roads, where there are no roads. Bold warrior, master of steel, your thoughts, every hope, every joy I can feel. Bound by oath and by law, we are one, and together we'll race with the sun, race with the sun. And one day our journey will lead us to where summer meadows are sweet and the ocean is fair. But till that promised time, with my brother I'll fly across the lands that stretch under the sky. Our goal is as clear as the prophecies told, to a people the gods have made daring and bold. By sun and by grass and the winds I do vow that the time of returning is now. Yes, the time of returning is now. Bold warrior, master of steel, your thoughts, every hope, every joy I can feel. Bound by oath and by law, we are one, and together we'll race with the sun, race with the sun.
This one's one that those people who know what it's about, and those who don't know what it's about think they know what it's about. It's sort of fun.
He was pulling a job like so many before, when they caught him and put him in jail. He was sentenced to transport to faraway shores. On the prison ship London set sail. And when the day came that the prisoners rose up to throw off the chains of that jail, he was first in the line of the fighting that day, though he knew in his heart they would fail. So don't call him coward, for coward he's not, though he may not be one you'd admire. He's just one more poor soul feeling down on his luck, who's been caught in the line of fire. When he reached that far shore and the rebel ship came, searching for crew for the cause, to escape from his exile, he joined them while they found him useful in spite of his flaws. Now he's never the man that he'll see volunteer, though he's often the man that they choose, for the job's filled with danger, requiring his skills, and their orders he'll never refuse. But you won't find his name in the history books or on statues of heroes of yore, for he's just one more young man who fights for a cause and yearns for an end to the war. Now his crewmates can't fathom the fears he must face, or the caution he always extends, but whenever he's needed, he always comes through and does what he must for his friends. So don't call him coward, for coward he's not, though he may not be one you'd admire. He's just one more poor soul feeling down on his luck, who's been caught in the line of fire. He's just one more poor soul feeling down on his luck, who's been caught in the line of fire.
Now, this one is about all the little tiny elf creatures, the brownies and little, gremlins and things, you know.
Movement glimpsed by twilight, farm where nothing goes right. Then you turn around and there are we. Fire burning too bright, flowers in the moonlight, smallest, most forgotten of the she. In each ancient tree a spirit, and in the stream that's near it, a swamp, a moor, a rock out in the sea. Far off field or fountain, and glen beside the mountain, abodes for us the wisest folk agree. You give us names and faces to keep us in our places, far in space and time from such as thee. But you shall never find us, your words shall never bind us, we alone decide where we shall be. Small gods of hut and palace, filled with joy and malice, ancient cities echoed with our glee. Towns they will not hide you, we'll be there beside you, and be quick upon you though you flee. Creaking on the back stair, things that come from nowhere, then you turn around and there are we. Lights dancing in the town park, shadows that are too dark, smallest and the nearest of the she.
Oh, let's see. This one's sort of headed back into space again. And it's based on the Down Below Station series of books from C.J. Cherryh.
must be boarding. The ship klaxons warning 'tis time to move on, and it's fair. Well, though parting is sorrow, we'll jump toward tomorrow, and then we'll be gone. 'Tis time for farewell to your family and friends. Your life as a stationer's come to an end. Come follow the star lanes together with me, and live as a merchant traveling free. For the stars call and we must be boarding. The ship klaxons warning 'tis time to move on, and it's fair. Well, though parting is sorrow, we'll jump toward tomorrow, and then we'll be gone. For though we return to this station once more, your stationer friends shall grow old long before. For those who fly faster than light outfly time, and ne'er see the loved ones they've left far behind. But the stars call and we must be boarding. The ship klaxons warning 'tis time to move on, and it's fair. Well, though parting is sorrow, we'll jump toward tomorrow, and then we'll be gone. A merchant's life is her family and ship, and blind Lady Luck on each cold lonely trip. The next port awaits us, and there we must go. A ship's made to fly, and the trade needs to flow. And the stars call, and we must be boarding. The ship klaxons warning 'tis time to move on, and it's fair. Well, though parting is sorrow, we'll jump toward tomorrow, and then we'll be gone. They say that the star road is darker than sin, but love lights the darkness we carry within. So we'll live and we'll love on this ship we call home, raising merchant children born ever to roam. The stars call and we must be boarding. The ship klaxons warning 'tis time to move on, and it's fair. Well, though parting is sorrow, we'll jump toward tomorrow, and then we'll be gone. Yes, we'll jump toward tomorrow, and then we'll move on.
This one's called Seedling.
Give me a colony out in the depths of space, an independent seedling of our troubled human race, and give them all the things they'll need to start a better world. An embryonic Noah's Ark into the darkness hurled, and let them thrive and flourish out beyond the reach of war, and let them tell their children of the world that came before. Where now run the sparkling streams, the rivers undefiled, where now stand the forests and the jungles dark and wild. Acid falls now from the skies instead of gentle rain, while species after species is destroyed for greed and gain. Give me a colony out in the depths of space, an independent seedling of our troubled human race, and give them all the things they'll need to start a better world. An embryonic embryonic Noah's Ark into the darkness hurled, and let them thrive and flourish out beyond the reach of war, and let them tell their children of the world that came before. Where now the herds of buffalo which darkened all the plain, who will miss the skulls of whales when all of them are slain? Shall mankind join the dinosaurs that ruled in times long past? Shall weapons of our making destroy us all at last? Give me a colony out in the depths of space, an independent seedling of our troubled human race, and give them all the things they'll need to start a better world. An embryonic Noah's Ark into the darkness hurled, and let them thrive and flourish out beyond the reach of war, and let them tell their children of the world that came before. So build for me a station out in orbit at L5, and build a real moon base where children laugh and thrive, and build the ships to reach the stars in orbit high above. Send them outward with our future, our knowledge and our love. Give me a colony out in the depths of space, an independent seedling of our troubled human race, and give them all the things they'll need to start a better world. An embryonic Noah's Ark into the darkness hurled, and let them thrive and flourish out beyond the reach of war, and let them tell their children of the world that came before. Let them thrive and flourish out beyond the reach of war, and let them tell their children of the world that came